We've all had one of those mornings. You wake up late, can't find your keys, and then your coffee spills across a disorganized desk. It's that exact moment of minor frustration that triggers a very specific thought. I need to completely change my life. The immediate human response to this feeling is to draft a massive overhaul. Starting Monday, you decide you are going to wake up at 5 a.m., work out for 2 hours, eat perfectly, and become an entirely new person. Mapping out this 10-step plan feels incredible in the moment. It provides a sudden, intense burst of motivation that tricks your brain into feeling like you've already made progress. But by Wednesday, the energy fades. The alarm goes off in the dark, the new routine feels suffocating, and the entire master plan collapses. This collapse is structurally guaranteed. The plan asks you to do too much, too fast. It relies entirely on short, unreliable bursts of emotional energy rather than a stable foundation. Relying on a dramatic, overnight reinvention targets the symptoms of our daily behavior, ignoring the internal machinery that actually drives it. For change to survive long-term, the internal mindset must provide a foundation for the physical effort. If you secretly carry a negative belief about yourself, your brain will actively resist your new goals. That internal block makes even the easiest 10-minute habit feel impossibly difficult to execute. Failing to stick to a new routine rarely means you lack willpower or effort. It points directly to a misaligned internal perspective that actively fights against your own goals. Real improvement is a process. It is a slow, calculated series of steps over time, not a single cinematic leap toward perfection. The first step in this process requires extreme honesty. You have to look closely at your daily life and identify exactly which routines are currently broken. That honesty leads to clarity. Instead of trying to fix 10 things at once, you use clarity to select just one tiny, manageable habit to improve. Choosing a habit exposes your mindset. A fixed mindset hides behind heavy labels like, "I am just lazy," using them as permanent excuses. The growth mindset dismantles those labels. Focusing on step-by-step progression makes taking action feel possible. The exact words you use to talk to yourself during a challenge directly dictate your psychological capacity to change at all. With the right mindset, you can begin building a system. A system is a practical set of rules or environmental adjustments, like placing a book on your pillow instead of a phone, that makes the better choice automatic. Executing that one small systemic action creates momentum. Every time you successfully complete the habit, the forward movement makes the next required action require far less friction. But every system eventually hits an obstacle. You are going to miss a day. A habit will break. A fixed mindset views a single missed day as a fatal error. It reacts with shame, turning a minor slip-up into a psychological dead end that leads straight to quitting. A growth mindset processes that exact same mistake purely as data. It drops the shame entirely, uses the slip-up to adjust the system, and quickly returns to the habit the very next day. A mindset's true structural value isn't tested by how you plan your successes, but by how efficiently it allows you to process and recover from failure. The ultimate evolution of the growth mindset moves past merely changing your daily actions. It reaches down and alters your core identity. There is a massive psychological gap between saying, "I am trying to be someone who studies," and stating, "I am becoming someone who studies every day." Every completed habit serves as a psychological vote, confirming this newly adopted identity. Over time, that small, repeated action physicalizes your progress. It rewires how you view your own capabilities, proving to yourself that you are someone who keeps going. Behavioral change feels more natural when your daily actions align with who you believe you are. You do not need a perfect life, a pristine environment, or a magic Monday morning to begin this process. You only need to practice self-directed patience and choose to make just one small, better choice today. A growth mindset functions as the engine for all forward progress. It provides the psychological power required to reach the finish line. You don't need to invent an entirely new life tomorrow. You only need to adopt a new perspective today.